So in the previous video, I talked to you about the power of affirmations. But I talked to you about affirmations that fully engage your mind, heart, mouth connection. Or what I teach in the Think, Feel, Speak Your Way to Success. You see, it's very important that just because you're doing affirmations does not mean that they're going to work for you. And I mentioned in the first video, because you dance around or hop around or stand on your head and say, I am a frog, I am a frog, I am a frog, I don't believe you'll ever become a frog. So that means that that kind of affirmation doesn't work. Well, why doesn't it work? Well, instantly your body shuts down, your mind shuts down, you're wired just saying, no, I'm not a frog and I'll never be a frog. So do you understand? Just saying something is not enough. It's what you say with your mouth, but you believe in your heart. That's what's going to produce transformation. So what I said to you is that the most powerful affirmations that you can create begin with I am. However, my experience in decades of coaching women is that most of the time they don't believe. Just like saying I am a frog, I am a frog. If they say I am prospering in everything, I am healthy. But you know what? Their body tells them that they have a symptom of some kind, and they go on saying I am healthy, but inside they're going, do I have cancer? Is this what happened to my mother? And so it's counteracting each other. Or I am prosperous. But what ends up happening? You look at your checkbook and you go, no, I'm not really. Well, it's the same thing. It's the same principle of saying, I am a frog, I am a frog, I am a frog. So I need to take you kind of down the pathway that'll get your affirmations to work. We need to kind of come in the back door, if you will, and activate this mind, heart, mouth connection in a way that produces powerful results. I got this series from Carol Truman's Feelings Buried Alive, Never Die. And I just latched onto it and said, that's it. That's the way to help women down this path. So here's how she begins. She begins with I choose. Then she goes to I feel, which I'll talk about in upcoming videos, and then finally to the powerful I am. So we begin with I choose. Well, here's what I found. Most women that I work with make choices. And if they make a decision and they truly choose something, they will stick with it, at least initially, to get the ball rolling. Now, I'm not saying procrastination doesn't kick in or other issues, and we'll teach you how to work through those at another workshop. But beginning with that is believable to you. If you say, I choose, and you will believe that most likely. And so what you want to do is begin first by creating whatever affirmation it is you want to write. So let's say that you're choosing to be cherished. Okay, let's say that maybe you've dealt with abandonment, rejection. I know all about that, so I'm picking one kind of personal to me, right? So one of my affirmations is I choose to be cherished. Now let me tell you the power of that when you can just think about that and say it in a powerful way. I choose. Even look in the mirror and say, I choose to be cherished. Well, things that don't line up around you, if someone is not cherishing you, the things that you begin to attract that don't line up with that, when you truly are standing by that, I choose to be cherished, they'll begin falling by the wayside. You won't have those in your life, and instead you'll begin to attract. The law of attraction really, really does work. I mean, Jesus talked about, the law of attraction years before the law of attraction. It really does work if you understand the mind, heart, mouth connection. So when you write your affirmations, when you say your affirmations, and you want to do these every morning and every night, when your brain is in an alpha state, like when you first wake up in the morning and when you're quieting at night before you go to sleep. And begin with, I choose. I choose to be cherished. I choose to be healthy. I choose to be prosperous. I choose to be loved. You pick it yourself, okay? But that's the idea. Begin with, I choose.